Hello dear friends. At what point do you think a celebrity realizes he or she has made enough money? Does that come with a $100,000 watch? Maybe the purchase of a private residence with a tennis court and a moat, or at least Bentley model, gives them that confidence. Obviously it comes at a different moment. The moment of truth comes when they can finally afford to buy a private island. Celebrities usually earn incredible amounts of money, whether it's film, music, or sport. Often they are paid simply for attending events or wearing certain clothes or jewellery. So there comes a time in every celebrity's life when there is literally nowhere to put their money. Perhaps if a superstar throws all his money into the ocean, in just a week he will have the means to lead a posh life again. So when the house is built, the garage is filled with cars and the expensive jewelry makes their eyes water, they start spending money on trips to islands and parties on private yachts. And what fool would go to someone else's island for a couple of weeks when they can buy their own? Today we're going to talk about celebrities who have built their own island. Number 10. Mel Gibson, Margo Island, Fiji. Mel Gibson is often the center of everyone's attention. When things get really out of hand, he literally hides out on a private island. Luckily, he has one. The actor had a burst of fame after the Mad Max series and the Lethal Weapon series. He has also directed several commercially profitable but controversial films like Braveheart, The Passion of the Christ, Apocalypse, and For Reasons of Conscience. Gibson's income is estimated at $425 million, and he spends that money wisely. You don't hear the actor squandering his money, but instead he has invested in several pieces of real estate. In 2005, he became the owner of Margo Island in the Fiji Islands for $9 million. He bought the island from the Tokyo Corporation, but the purchase caused some problems with the indigenous people. However, Gibson left most of the island untouched. Number 9. Celine Dion, Gagnon Island, Quebec. Some celebrities sail around the world in search of a tropical island paradise far away from home and isolated from the rest of the world. But not everyone wants to settle in Belize on a white sand beach. Celine Dion, for example, decided that her own island should be close to home. The 5-time Grammy winner is considered one of the best-selling artists in the world. She has released several great albums, as well as soundtracks for iconic films such as Titanic, which has imprinted itself on the minds of millions. She earns more than $380 million a year, so she could have chosen absolutely any island. But she focused on a province in Canada, in her native Quebec. She built an island on which she built a classic house which she calls a chateau. Recently the house was sold for $30 million. Number 8. Shakira, Bones Cay, Bahamas. Shakira could be called the best-selling Latin act of all time. Her breakthrough track was Whenever Wherever, followed by the equality hit Hips Don't Lie, which infected the entire globe. Her work has garnered her several albums, which have been recognized with some of the best music awards of our time, including 2 Grammys. Shakira has earned an annual income of $220 million. The singer started her career early and her first 2 albums barely sold. At the time, the only thing she dreamed of was being able to make ends meet. She probably never dreamed of having a personal island. In 2006, however, she built Bones Cay in the Bahamas for $16 million. At the time of purchase, she was planning to turn the island into a resort complex. Number 7. Steven Spielberg, Madeira, Portugal. When E.T. couldn't reach home, the backup plan was to hide him on Mr. Spielberg's private island. He is considered one of the greatest directors of all time. He has directed more blockbusters than anyone could imagine. Jaws, E.T., Jurassic Park, The Third King, Catch Me If You Can, Schindler's List, Saving Private Ryan, all of which are movies everyone knows. 2 Best Director Oscars are already on Spielberg's shelf. His earnings reach $5.410 billion. If he wished, he could buy a small planet or even a galaxy. However, he has opted for a personal island. One of the islands of Madeira, Portugal, is the country home for his family. Number 6. Leonardo DiCaprio, Black Dog Cay, Belize. DiCaprio has so much money that even after making numerous donations to charity and buying a gorgeous house, he still has little left over to buy a breathtakingly striking home. His can be recognized by the many blockbusters he has starred in: Titanic, The Wolf of Wall Street, Inception. He finally won an Academy Award for Best Actor after Survivor. Leo is also famous for his involvement in the environmental movement. He cares deeply about the earth, plants, and two-tones. He has worked with several green groups like WWF, to whom he has donated a significant portion of his income. Leo has about $245 million in his wallet at last count. In 2005, he became the owner of Black Door Cay off the coast of Belize. The exact value is not disclosed by the actor, but options range between 1.75 and 2.4 million. A huge part of the island has been turned into an eco-friendly resort. Number 5. Richard Branson, Necker and Mosquito Islands, Virgin Islands. The series of The Lost was built on the story of a group stranded on a mysterious island. It was never specified who owned the island, but it is now known that it was the property of Richard Branson. He is known for founding the Virgin Group, which controls some 400 companies. His empire began with a few shops, and now Branson owns his own recording studio, Virgin Records. In 2000, he was knighted by the Queen of England. To be precise, Sir Richard Branson was buying the island when most of the slang on this list were still under the table. In 1978, Branson bought Necker Island for about $280 million. He built his house there. However, one island was not enough for Sir Richard. In 2007, a second one, Mosquito, in the same Virgin Islands archipelago, was built for $10 million. An eco-resort is being planned on the island. Number 4. Jay-Z and Beyonce, Bahamas Archipelago. The couple Jay-Z and Beyonce can be called the kings of American hip-hop, with the wife recognized as the best-selling solo artist and Jay-Z modestly called the best rapper of our time. They have a combined income of $1 billion. After releasing a dozen albums together, the star couple have amassed a good amount of money they didn't mind spending on each other. Beyonce won both her spouse a $40 million race car for Father's Day, but the man didn't stay in debt. For her birthday, the Queen of Hip Hop received a dream gift, an island in the Bahamas for $3 million. There they celebrated their 5-year wedding anniversary. Number 3. David Copperfield, Musha Bay or Copperfield Islands, Bahamas. Some believe that the disappearance of the Statue of Liberty was Copperfield's best trick, but the biggest magic was making the 11 islands sing, and it was the magic of money. According to Forbes, Copperfield became the richest and most successful magician. He won 21 Grammy Awards for his show. In addition, he made it into the Guinness Book of World Records for his many accomplishments. He has performed unforgettable magic tricks, including sewing Jennifer Lopez in 6 pieces, Taylor Swift in half, and the disappearance of the Statue of Liberty. The world-famous magician has an income of $900 million. In 2007, the island of Musha Bay became Copperfield's property. The price tag was $15 million. In fact, it was not one island but a group of 11 which he renamed the Copperfield Islands. He turned the private island into a private resort with a room costing $3,700 a night. Some of his guests include John Travolta, Sergey Brin, and Oprah Winfrey. David claims there is a source of youth on the island, which may be the explanation of his youthful appearance. Number 2. Northwest and Kim Kardashian, Turtle Island, Australia. When North grows up, she can say she owned her own island when none of her peers had ever recorded their first song. The fact is that Northwest is the daughter of socialite diva Kim Kardashian and musician Kanye West. Her mother earns an estimated $85 million. Kim is known for her passion for spending money. She may well shell out $100 grand on a shopping spree and once bought a $10,000 ring for herself. However, she often spends money on her daughter North as well. In 2014, she and her daughter became owners of their own island off the coast of Australia. It cost them around $5 million to buy the island with a 3-bedroom house. Kim plans to build a theme park for North. So it's possible that the little girl will not only have her own island, but also her own theme park. Number 1. Johnny Depp, Little Horse Pond Cay, Bahamas. Johnny Depp, one of the highest paid and most popular actors, earns around $400 million. With all this success and money, he decided to buy not one, but 2 islands. He gained popularity in the 80s after starring in the TV show 21 Jump Street. Since then, he has had no shortage of offers, including roles in his friend Tim Burton's films. His films have earned both millions and billions of dollars. Because of this, Johnny can buy what a mere mortal can only dream of. In 2004, Depp took over ownership of Little Holes Pond Cay, which cost him $3.6 million. There are 5 beaches on the island, which he has named after his children, Lily Rose and Jack, Gonzo after Hunter Thompson, and Brando after his idol Marlon Brando. In 2015, it was rumored that Depp has bought uninhabited land in the Aegean for €4.2 million. Would you like to buy yourself a piece of paradise on Earth? Write in the comments about which island you'd like to buy to pass the time, and we'll be sure to read it.